bustling Chinatown in New York City, one that was formed between the 19th and the 20th century, and now it attracts foodies from all over the world. But there's also one more reason why it's been making news, because of the deeply divisive rhetoric that's been coming out from the US presidential campaign. Remember, Donald Trump has been attacking the Asian community, particularly the Chinese immigrants. Let's also find out what's on the mind of the Chinese voters. Who are you going to be voting for and why so?
Donald Trump,
But why Donald Trump?
because he can make America great again.
Why not Kamala Harris?
First of all, she never have an experience. Imagine in 2000 right, 2000 or something like that, right? She not even have a, how you call that? She only have 1%, you know. And I don't know why suddenly she can go up.
Yeah, worse.
And worst of all, she let those people who rob, right? It seems that I heard that she said got to raise to 3,000. 3,000 if you rob 3,000. For example, you rob at 11 o'clock and then next 12 o'clock after that you can rob another 3,000 for what? Right? Like this, they encourage people don't go to work, go and rob people.
So you think Donald Trump will be good for the economy?
Yeah, he will make America great again. Most of the Chinese Asian now like to vote for Trump because we want to change the government.
How have you seen the United States change in the last 2-3 years, especially now with election campaigning happening? What are the issues?
Inflation has definitely went up. Our everyday groceries, we can't afford them, especially the working class, which is a serious problem when it comes to the health and nutrition of the youth.
What would you like to say?
I would like to say COVID really increased, promoted inflation, and that has really caused like the what's it called? Underclassmen to like suffer, and they need more benefits.
So you think the cost of living has also gone up?
Yes, for sure. Especially living in New York, the rent is really high.
Do you also feel that immigrants are being discriminated against?
Yes, I do feel like immigrants are being discriminated against. I feel like they are one of the categories that are living through one of the harder times compared to other people. So I think we need to put more showcase on them.
And what is that message you'd like to send to whoever is going to be the next president of the United States?
Please be like at least like equal to everybody and anyone.
I think we should be more fair and equal, as like she said, and I think we need to highlight more of everybody instead of a specific group and think more with our mind.
You're an entrepreneur. What are the challenges for you as a woman entrepreneur?
Well, to be honest, my store just started like about little weeks ago. So it does have a lot of challenging because our product is new, and then also with this economic right now in Chinatown, it seems like everything is changing. So we're still trying to adopt the whole environment, you know.
Is it changing for the better or for worse?
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty, so I'm not quite sure. But then, well, when you walk by the Chinatown neighborhood, back then it's a lot of Chinese. Right now you see the demographics is changing. You do have seen a lot of non-Chinese visiting the neighborhood or living by the neighborhood. So, you know, and I think the tourists is coming back more of the tourists are coming back. So hopefully it's going to the good direction.
You were talking about how AI is taking away jobs. Do you think the government is doing enough to address unemployment?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but then I do have people around me that's, you know, got laid off and all this. So I do think AI does something affecting, but then there's still some, you know, really important element that AI cannot be replaced. I think mainly you wanted the government to be more focused on the people is only in the U.S. rather than, you know, solving outsider issue, because this is what we're living in. I would just think it's more important for people who already live in the U.S.
You think Donald Trump will be very discriminatory towards immigrants?
I really don't know.
What about Kamala Harris?
There's a lot of factor because he's not the only one that's making the decision, but the whole government. So I do say, I don't know. We do have, Obama before. It wasn't really doing a lot. He does try to help, but then just not really.
So you think that Kamala Harris would be better? Would she help?
I'm not quite sure. I don't want to pick any of them.